The southern part of India is near to the equator, and therefore the day and night difference will not be felt or seen that much. But as we move away from the equator towards the northern side, then we started feeling the difference between the day and the night. Now, those questions we had done yesterday, why 82.5 degree east has been selected as the standard meridian of India. That we know that there is a time difference of 2 hours between Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh. In order to avoid this and in order to have same time for the whole country, in order that our watches will show the same time anywhere we are in India. That is why we have taken this 82 degree and 30 minutes is longitude, the line that passes through Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh as the standard time of India. Now, why is the difference between duration of day and night hardly felt at Kanyakumari, but not so in Rajasthan? Not so in Kashmir. Why is the difference between the duration of day and night hardly felt at Kanyakumari, but not so in Kashmir? So that one also is that the duration of day and night influences the latitudinal extent, influences the duration of day and night. As one moves from the south to the north, as the southern part of India is near to the equator, and as we move away from the equator, we can slowly feel the difference of duration of day and night. That is the reason why. Now, the Indian landmass has a central location between east and the western part of Asia. India is the southward extension of the Asian continent, and therefore the Trans-Indian Ocean routes which connect the country of Europe in the west and the countries of East Asia provide a strategic location to India. So India is an extension from the whole of Asia, and therefore all those that are traveling by ships will come and take rest in India, buy commodities in India, and again move away. And in the eastern coast again, from those people who come from the eastern side will land in eastern coast. Those who come from the western side will land in the western coast. So now, after that, we also know that no other countries has a long coastline on the Indian Ocean as India had, and indeed, it is India's eminent position in the Indian Ocean which justified the naming of the Indian Ocean. Because the position of India in the Indian Ocean is such that so much important are there, and therefore it is fully justified that why the Indian Ocean is given the name of a country, India. And India is the only country which is named in an ocean. Indian Ocean is the only ocean that is named after the country, India. Now, we are coming to page number 4. India's contact with the world have continued through the ages, but her relationships through the land routes are much older than her maritime contacts. India's contact with other countries of the world has been there through the ages, but what happened is that the land routes are much older than the maritime routes, that means the waterways. Previously, India will go out through the passes from India. Passes in the mountains, the Khyber Pass, Bomdila Pass, Nathula Pass, all these passes are there. Through that, India moves out towards Nepal, Tibet, then China, then Myanmar, all this. And after that, they started moving towards the Gulf countries as well. So in that way, through the land routes, they had been having contacts with other countries of the world. But later on, the waterways, when the waterways started, that is the maritime contact. Then India started having contacts with other countries through the waterways. The various passes through the mountain in the north have provided passages to the ancient travelers. those ancient travelers who are coming towards India, as well as the Indians who started moving out towards other countries, had managed this through the many passages that are found in the northern part of India, that is in the mountain ranges. While the ocean restricted such interaction for a long time, but the oceans, the Arabian Sea, the Indian Ocean, and the Bay of Bengal. So what happened? Because of this ocean, what happened? It restricted our traveling for a long time because we don't have the facility to do that until proper ships or boats are being built. So that is the reason why. Now, these routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since the ancient times. So through these routes, the exchange of ideas, the Indian system, the Indian culture, the Indian tradition, the Indian religion, all this what happened started moving out towards other countries, and other countries also started bringing in towards India. And commodities, goods, spices especially, all this started exporting towards other countries. And the ideas of the Upanishad and the Ramayana, the stories of the Panchtantra, the Indian numerals and the decimal system, thus could reach many parts of the world. So through this, the stories of the Upanishads, the ideas, the belief, which is not a religious book, but that can be used by everybody in the world, and the Ramayana that we all know, and the story of Panchtantra that we used to read in the comics and all this, and the Indian numerical system, Indian numerals, and the decimal system, all this started reaching out other parts of the world. And the spices, muslin, and the other merchandise were taken from India to different countries. So the Indian spices, muslins, and other merchandise, other goods, they started moving out towards other countries. On the other hand, the influence of the Greek sculpture and the architectural style of the dome and minarets from West Asia can be seen in different parts of the country. So the influence of the Greek sculpture also started coming in towards India, and the minarets, small figures that are being built, which can be seen in our country, all these are brought in from other countries. Now we are coming to the Indian neighbors. India occupies an important strategic position in South Asia. India has 29 states and 8 union territories. So now, in that way, India shares its land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest. Sharing of land boundary, if you look up in the map in the northwest, India has shared the land boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan. China, Tibet, Nepal, and Bhutan in the north. If you look up in the map, you can see China, Tibet, Nepal. All this you can see out here in the map. In this map you can see. So in that, in the north we have China, Tibet, Nepal, and Bhutan. And Myanmar and Bangladesh in the eastern side. If you look at the northeastern side, you will be able to see Myanmar and Bangladesh. Our southern neighbors across the sea consist of 2 island countries, namely the Maldives and the Sri Lanka. So now Sri Lanka and Maldives, they are our 2 island neighbors. Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow channel of sea formed by the Palk Strait and the Gulf of Mannar, while Maldives Islands are situated in the south of the Lakshadweep Island. So if you look up at the map out here, you can see I hope you can see out here. Here is the Maldives. The Maldives island below Lakshadweep Island. And Sri Lanka is this side. We can see Sri Lanka out here. Okay? So that is what. You can identify everything from the map. Now, India has a long geographical and historical links with her neighbors. If you look at the physical map of Asia in your atlas, you can see how India stands apart from the rest of Asia. So now, if there is any problem, you can ask me. But now, we are coming to the exercises in page number 6. So in this, the first one, choose the right answer from the 4 alternatives given below. So now in that, the Tropic of Cancer does not pass through Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Orissa, and Tripura. Which one? Anyone in the class? Anyone? The answer is B, Orissa. Odisha is the state where the Tropic of Cancer does not pass through. Second one, the easternmost longitude of India is, Nisar, you are late. The easternmost longitude of India is A, 97 degree and 25 minutes east. B, 68 degree, 7 minutes east longitude. C, 77 degree, 6 minutes east. And D, 82 degree, 32 minutes east. Which one? That is A, 97 degree and 25 minutes east longitude. That is the easternmost longitude of our country. Now, and in question number 3, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, and Sikkim have common boundaries with either China, A, B is Bhutan, C is Nepal, D is Myanmar. Which country? That is Nepal. Then number 4, if you intend to visit Kavarati during your summer vacation, which one of the following union territories of India you will be going to? A is Puducherry, B is Lakshadweep, C is Andaman and Nicobar, D is Daman and Diu. So, which one? If you intend to visit Kavarati during your summer vacation, which one of the following union territories of India you will be going to? A, Puducherry, B, Lakshadweep, C, Andaman and Nicobar Island, and D is Daman and Diu. The answer is Lakshadweep. Kavarati is the administrative headquarters of Lakshadweep. So that is Lakshadweep. Now, my friend, that is question number 5. My friend hails from a country which does not share land boundary with India. Identify the country. Listen to the question. Read the question carefully. My friend hails from a country which does not share land boundary with India. And the options are, number A is Bhutan, B is Tajikistan, C is Bangladesh, and D is Nepal. Out of this, which one? Bhutan, we share land boundary, isn't it? With Assam. Bangladesh, Nepal, we all have. But Tajikistan is the only one. Tajikistan is above Afghanistan if you look up at the northwestern part of India, in the Indian map. So that is how. There will be many more questions that will be coming up, but for the time being, you have to do these exercises. After that, we are coming to answer the following questions. This will be of 1 month. Name the group of islands lying in the Arabian Sea. The group of islands lying in the Arabian Sea, that is Lakshadweep. Lakshadweep Islands lies in the Arabian Sea. Now, name the countries which are larger than India. The countries that are larger than India, those are Russia, Canada, USA, China, Brazil, Australia. These are the countries that are larger than India. Once again, Russia, Canada, USA, China, Brazil, and Australia. India is the 7th largest country in the world. So these are the countries which are larger. Then which island groups of India lies to the southeast? In the southeastern part of India, which island groups lies? That is Andaman and Nicobar Island. Andaman and Nicobar Island lies to the southeast of India. And which island countries are our southern neighbors? Name the island countries that are our southern neighbors. So if you look up in the map again, we have Sri Lanka out here. Here we have Sri Lanka. Then we have Maldives. Maldives below Lakshadweep Island. And if you look up at the other side, in the eastern side, we have Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka and Maldives are our southern island countries. Southern island, our southern neighbors, right? Sri Lanka and Maldives are our southern neighbors, or the island countries. So now, after that, question number 3. The sun rises 2 hours earlier in Arunachal Pradesh as compared to Gujarat. That answer, you can get it in page number 2. That I had explained already. From Gujarat to Arunachal Pradesh, there is a time lag of 2 hours. Time lag of 2 hours. And therefore what happened? But our was so there is a time lag of 2 hours between Gujarat and Arunachal Pradesh. So in order to avoid mixing up of the traveling time, in order to have equal time for the whole country, we had taken the longitude 82.5 degrees east, the line that passes through Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh as the standard meridian of India, and therefore our watches shows the same time. No matter where you are in Jammu and Kashmir or Kanyakumari or in Gujarat or in Arunachal Pradesh or in Delhi, wherever you are, our watches will show the same time. The reason is 82.5 degree east longitude has been taken as the standard meridian of the whole country. That is the line which passes through Mirzapur in Uttar Pradesh. That is the reason why. So that you can write after referring to the book. Now, the central location of India at the head of the Indian Ocean is considered of great significance. Why? The same thing, page number 2. The Indian landmass has a central location between East and the West Asia. And India is the southward extension of the Asian countries. The trans-Indian Ocean routes which connect the countries of Europe in the west and the countries of East Asia provide a strategic central location to India. And if you look up at the map, then you will see that the Deccan Peninsula extended into the Indian Ocean, thus helping India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa and Europe from the western coast, and with the Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast. Therefore, no other country has a long coastline on the Indian Ocean as India has. And indeed, it is the eminent position in the Indian Ocean, that is, India's eminent position in the Indian Ocean, which justify the naming of the Indian Ocean. So that is what the answer is. Now, for today, we are ending it here, and then again tomorrow we will start with the revision of history. Okay, boys.